The two people Dad relied on the most to run the business and keep him level are gone, Jason and Bernie. Not to mention Kate. And Dad doesn't handle loss well. He lashes out, he gets angry, and AJ got in his way.
Okay, even if you're right, Michael, what's locking up Sonny gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, he's not going to go to prison. I mean, he'll spend at the most 48 hours in lockup. Maybe it'll give him a reality check.
And you really want to do that to your father?
No, what I don't want is to walk in and see AJ on the ground bleeding and Dad standing over him again like he was tonight.
Okay, I'm not arguing with what you saw, but AJ got into the ring, so there's not much I can do. Okay, you walked in on the tail end of a fight. For all we know, it was AJ's fault.
You're blaming AJ.
No, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm saying there's two sides to every story. Let me ask you this. Did you come here on your own, or did AJ send you?
Look, I'm sorry for your loss. I cannot begin to imagine how hard that must be. But I'm not Connie. I'm not your dad. I'm just a guy trying to get to know his son.
Okay, it looks like I'm the one that's gonna be pat up. Did you hand anyone your insurance card?
I haven't had time to get one, or a license for that matter. I could pay with cash if that's cool. It's in my wallet, which is in my jacket, which is at the gym. Do you think you go to the gym and get it from me before Sonny decides to torture you?
Yeah. Sure. I wouldn't blame Sonny if you did.
Are you taking his side?
Do you have any idea how many people in Port Charles would like to take a crack at you?
The door, Doc.
Obrecht.
Obrecht.
I'm the clinic director.
Congratulations.
Could I take another look at it?
Sure.
Could you enlarge it?
Yeah.
He was a patient here. He'd had a terrible accident. His face was bandaged for months. It's probably why I didn't recognize him at first.
Where is he?
Well, he recovered and was discharged some years ago, and don't know, I haven't heard where he went to.
I need you to think long and hard about this. It's very important that we find him.
May I ask why?
Yeah, he's wanted by Interpol for treason and espionage, among other things.
You can't be serious. Well, I remember this man to be so withdrawn, so quiet, sensitive.
Yeah, that's him, withdrawn, quiet, and sensitive.
How about this man? Do you know him?
I'm police commissioner. I need to tell PCPD about Faison.
But we're in Switzerland. What can they possibly do from Port Charles?
For all we know, that's exactly where he's headed. Anyway, at the very least, I have to tell him to let Robert go.
Ah, so all is forgiven now.
Yes. He was mistaken about you. I mean, about Faison impersonating you. But he was right about him being alive, so give him credit for that. I don't understand. I just charged my battery an hour ago.
So how did you clear up your legal situation?
I made a deal with the DA. They dropped all the charges.
What? No trial? No prison time?
Sorry to disappoint you, no.
But Emily saw you shoot Ellen in the back. You tried to kill your father and your brother.
What do you want to hear me say, Elizabeth? That I was messed up? You know, that I was out of control? That I was a train wreck? It was true, all of it. It was a long time ago, and I've changed.
Every time you home from rehab, every time you were begging for forgiveness, Emily would tell me, and she believed it, that you had changed. So what's different about this time?
Tell you what, why don't we make this easy, both of us? Want anyone else to patch me up?
That's a really good idea.
AJ's at the hospital. He has no idea that I'm here. And look, Dad tried to kill AJ before to keep him away from me. I don't want to see that happen again. You're not even listening to me.
No, I am, Michael. I'm just a little busy right now. We got a couple of case commissioners missing. I still haven't found Jason's shooter. Is that really what's driving you here?
What are you talking about?
Jason's gone. The guy who went to prison to protect you leaned on. He vanishes. All of a sudden, AJ drops out of the sky with his sad story that he was kept away from you because of Sonny.
What, do you think I see AJ as a replacement? I don't. Jason is irreplaceable. You know what? Maybe everyone's right. Maybe AJ is scum. Maybe he's as bad as everyone's saying, but even if that's true, he didn't deserve the beatdown that he got tonight.
Look, if there's something I could change about Sonny, I would, and it would be his temper and his warped code of ethics, but he raised you, Michael. He loves you.
And how he feels about me is no excuse.
I'm not saying it is. And if you really want to do this, you really want me to take AJ's statement, fine. But you got to think before I do. Do you really want to see your father arrested?
You're the model.
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself on the cover of every issue like Oprah. Except I want to share the cover with somebody who's incredibly hot.
Who do you have in mind?
Well, I was hoping to hire a boxer to get in the ring with me.
Why don't you, your husband? He'd love to go a few rounds.
He's busy with his club.
How can a husband be busy even for his own wife? That doesn't make any sense.
Johnny doesn't know how to box. So I need someone who's got the real moves. Do you know anybody like that? Anybody who'd get in the ring with me?
Come in the morning. That's when all the fighters are here.
How about you?
Oh, what's she doing here?
Beats me. You need something, sir?
AJ left his jacket.
Well, he couldn't come and get it himself.
No, he's at the hospital getting stitches. Do you have any idea why Sonny would go after AJ like that?
Look, AJ started talking smack. Sonny lost his temper.
Think there was any way AJ knew that Michael was on his way over here?
No, Sonny didn't know. I don't see how AJ could have known.
You're threatening me with my daughter.
Yes, and if you...
No. I mean, I think you'd have to agree that Star has been very supportive, loves my book, and wants you to publish it.
And she says Connie Falconeria is capable of just about anything, including stealing Molly's man.
Did promise Star an update. You know, I really wouldn't want to be the one to tell Star we came up empty because you wouldn't let us search the office.
I feel like dinner. If you find any particularly dark closet, any skeletons that belong to me, I would ask that you ignore them.
Understood, Mr. Manning.
We did it. We did it.
But this guy, Doc, do you know him?
I'm afraid I don't.
She's lying. She's seen him, she's seen Faison. Surgery, didn't he? I mean, that's why it took so long to recover. He now looks like Lavery.
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
This case has security implications for several countries. Anything you know may help us.
She's covering for him. Now listen, you're going to wind up an accessory here if the law enforcement official that he's holding is harmed in any way.
Holding? I don't understand.
You're going to tell me what I want to know before it's too late for Anna.
For some reason, my phone's not charging. Can I borrow your phone? I gotta call my office.
Yes, of course, but can I ask you something first?
Yeah, what?
I'd like to forget that Faison was ever here. I mean, but that's probably not possible.
Well, no, of course it's not possible.
But listen, when I was tied up with a gun to my head, I heard you tell Faison that Robert was right, that I'd been masquerading as Duke.
Yes, but I wasn't accusing you.
Yes, but when
I was accusing him.
You were in danger, and I felt helpless. There was nothing I could do, and when I heard that you doubted me, I felt that everything that we had together since I came back was not real, that it was all gone and lost. I felt as if I was losing you all over again.
I'm sorry.
Well, now that you know that I'm not Faison, is it possible that you could trust me? Could you maybe trust me the way you trusted me when we were husband and wife?
People everywhere.
What the... Yeah, I said you could look for your silly manuscript, not deconstruct my office.
We'll clean it all up.
Did you at least find the damn thing?
No. It's gone.
It's not gone. Connie just hid it someplace else.
Okay. Clearly, you're a sensitive soul, and I don't mean to trample on your feelings, but why would she bother? What's in it for her?
I don't know. You know Connie better than we do. Why else would she steal someone else's novel?
Because she's a nasty, spiteful, manipulative piece of work.
But I've never done anything to her.
Exactly. Spontaneous acts of cruelty brighten Connie's otherwise bleak days. See, she can either make everyone else miserable, or she can stay at home with Johnny.
and be miserable herself.
No, there has to be more to it. I don't believe that someone would hide the book that I wrote for me just to be mean. I don't think anyone is that bad.
Oh, honey. Most people are so much worse.
I convinced Michael to send this text. Do you think Sonny saw it?
Right. He hasn't checked his phone since we got into this ring.
Do you think AJ could have seen it? If he knew that Michael was on his way over here, he could have set the whole thing up.
No, I can't say for sure AJ saw the text, but I know he was sitting on his bench changing his gloves.
I gotta talk to Michael.
You wanna do a photo shoot with me?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I'm not a model.
I don't want a model. I want the real thing.
Well, I could get kind of crazy, half naked in that ring.
I will be fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll have my whole crew here. They'll protect me.
You gotta keep it real.
I know. Right.
I mean, you and me, hot, close to each other, together. A lot of things could happen. Maybe Kate will come back.
That's never gonna happen. I told you that Kate's gone.
Yeah,
For good.
Yeah, I know. Well, if you think you're brave enough to get in that ring with me, just let me know, will you?
Thought you were getting someone else to treat me.
Just doing my job.
I don't blame you for having a problem with me. I get it.
I'm in no position to judge.
Why not? Everyone else does.
Before Jason was shot, I did something that I will be ashamed of for the rest of my life. I told him and he forgave me, but I will never get the chance to make it up to him.
People don't think this, but I knew my brother really well. And when Jason forgave you for something, that was it. I mean, he was over it. There was no reason to make up for anything.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've been so hard on you.